Hello, good morning. This is Scott. Welcome to the meditation live stream. Hope that you're doing well. I am doing pretty good and just getting back into my routine. Earlier, about a week ago, got the flu and then, I recovered, but, it's kind of like not the best flu going around, so I don't recommend getting it. So, very similar to, I haven't been sick like that since I had COVID, I think. So it's a good taking me out of the things I normally do. And there's a way in which we use experiences of life to sort of cope with our day. For me, it's exercise. And when you're not feeling well, you can't do that level of exercise that you had been doing, and so it gives you creative ways to understand. Oh, this is what I do to help with my stress, and look at how important it is to have in my life. So it's kind of like a marker of importance, and I'm sure each of us have those kinds of things in our life that, should we not be able to do them, we would have to really adapt to a different kind of lifestyle. So there's a way in which appreciation and gratitude factor in for that which we are capable of doing, and the joy of remembering that is important, I think. So I'd like to give a brief talk, and then we'll get into a guided practice. Today we'll go for about a half an hour. And lately I've been talking kind of like about this thing about, because the world seemed to be like detoxing. It's like detoxing. It's stuff is going on that had been secret for a long time, done in the dark, and now it's kind of coming out and weaponized and made so that you get upset and all kinds of stuff. So we need a kind of practice that helps us spiritually in times that we don't understand. That, when you feel massively betrayed or lied to or thought things were a certain way and they never were, this can lead a person to feel like they don't know their own footing, kind of like, where the feeling that the rug is pulled out from underneath you. And when that happens, we need a practice that can help ground us and help us remember to trust our own sense-making, to come back to our own sense-making. And when we do that repeatedly, we develop that skill set. And this channel is one of the channels on the internet out there that does that helps work with that. And I've been prototyping a technique that works with your body, your emotion, your mind, and your relationships, a kind of comprehensive meditation, mindfulness 2.0. And over the years, I'm getting kind of a little bit, I've made little changes here and there to it. And, I've been doing this work for some time now on YouTube. It's very small, but it's still impactful because the work you do ripples out. So it has an impact even though it's very subtle. Even a subtle change in the positive direction is useful for the human race. So, that being said, I'm going to read a little bit from this book, and then we'll start. This is The Space Between Us by Peter Mitchell. It's about the awakening of the intersubjective space. Okay. Something in the space welcomes vulnerability, invites inquiry, and from this quality of listening and responding, wisdom emerges. Not from one person, but from the resonance between us. It's less about transmitting knowledge and more about co-creating understanding and allowing it to take us deeper. This isn't the old spiritual model of a guru to a student, but a more democratic relational transmission. There's no one who holds the power, although those with more experience in the space, possibly more finely tuned to its potential, can gently guide and direct as needed. The power arises when we meet in authenticity and coherence and trust in our own inner voice as it resonates with the emergence between us. Could it be that this field is part of something larger, an evolutionary movement toward greater coherence, communication, and relational intelligence? We don't know, but we keep showing up, drawn by a quiet sense that we're part of something meaningful. I'll read this reflection because I think these are useful questions. What would it mean for you to listen not just to the people around you, but to the subtle space between? Can you notice the quiet impulses that arise when you're fully present with others, those nudges that feel less like your own and more like a shared knowing? Have you ever found yourself saying something in a group that you didn't expect to say, and it felt like it was exactly what was needed? Try entering a conversation today without an agenda. Follow the thread of what wants to emerge. So we'll stop there now. And we'll begin with the practice, gently closing your eyes now and tuning inside. We'll begin with some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting go of distress on the out breath. Just dropping everything. Letting go of resistance and that which no longer serves you. Allowing your breath to reach all the way down to your pelvic floor and to your legs and feet. Very good. We'll do 3 more. Great. Allowing your breath now to return to your regular way of breathing. Beginning to feel your body and your body's sensations. You can notice your body's subtle movement, temperature, sense of aliveness and presence. feel your body's connection with the earth underneath you, your body's contact with the planet. You can begin the practice of feeling and softening on the in-breath, feeling your body, and then on the out-breath, softening and melting down through your body like warm honey into the earth. And the honey is like this special healing, super healing honey that travels down through your body, cleanses, purifies, makes whole as it travels down through you and into the earth, where the earth receives that energy and transforms and recycles it. Very good. And then bringing your attention up into your heart, feeling your heart space, the center of your chest. You can imagine as though you're breathing directly in and out of your heart. On the in-breath, feeling your heart. The out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. Very good. And then coming in contact with your emotions. You can notice what's present for you emotionally right now. And without pushing or pulling on how you're feeling, just noticing your emotions and feeling a little bit in shared space. Feeling things together in a safe way is important for our emotional hygiene. No one is meant to feel things alone. And you could be feeling any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, giving your life direction like the points on a compass. You could be feeling anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. You could also be feeling numb, which is also a valid emotional experience. good. Then bringing your attention up now into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath. And then softening in and around your skull on the out-breath. You can, as I like to say, if you like, breathe into your third eye space between your eyebrows or your crown on the top of your head, whichever feels correct for you, and just feeling and softening in and around your head. And coming in contact with your thoughts, you can notice how busy or active your mind is, and just learning to develop the skill of coming back, as I like to call it, or returning. Coming back or returning to your body and your body's sensations for grounding, and as a remedy to overthinking, coming back to sensing or feeling. Very good. And then from here, we can gently open our eyes. And keeping your eyes soft, we'll take a moment together to appreciate the work we did with our eyes closed. And we'll practice now in the relational space, the space of inside and outside. Every relationship has an inside and an outside. And so on the in-breath, practicing feeling around you, the space around you, and then on the out-breath, feeling inside you, and just noticing the distinction between the two. like, you can add in qualities to your practice of love, compassion, gratitude, and forgiveness. You could practice sending and receiving the qualities. So on the in-breath, feeling love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness around you on the in-breath. And then on the out-breath, love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness toward yourself. And just practice sending and receiving those qualities. Great, and then from here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet so that you can do yours. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up blessings and healing. It ripple out into the community. Amen. Wonderful. Have an awesome day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll be back again tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.